access without opening it, where to organize the pens and pencils and so on, and done it stylistically using the materials that I have referred to. And as a result of that, we're going to be introducing this lineup, which all will be PC compatible, in May of 1997 in the United States and September of 1997 in the rest of the world. And this is a highly fragmented category which has no branding whatsoever. As a result, Samsonite ought to be able to leverage its leadership position, its strength in this category, and take the throne, if you will, of the branded product in the category in this area. Now let's move on to the next area of top-line growth, and that's strengthening marketing and innovation. I'd like to use a case study here to bring this to life. And the product I'm going to use is a product called Easy Carts. Now, this is an Easy Cart. What's different about this product? Well, first of all, it's on 4 wheels instead of 2. So as a result, the weight is off your arm and on the ground. Secondly, the front 2 wheels, like most carts, swivel. So I can turn this on a dime, I can push it, I can pull it, I can do anything you want. From a mobility standpoint, which is one of the key areas of product differentiation. Now let me take this up, because another key area is the area of internal organization. In here in the front panel, I have a suitor, and the suitor will hold my suits. In addition to that, I have shelves, and the shelves allow you to pack the way you would pack your set of drawers. So as a result, your clothes are organized. It has a wet pack to keep your wet stuff away. And so in one piece, you have the capability to take a week's worth of trip, including suits and the like, and achieve whatever you need to achieve in terms of the comfort and ease of travel necessary. Now, we took this product, 2 sizes, large and jumbo, both check-in, and we took them in the United States. We introduced them in September. We started advertising on November 8th, and I'd like the following chart to illustrate the kind of results that we got. But before, as you can see here, we have November 8th is when the advertising started. This is consumption data for May Company, Sears, Penny, Service Merchandise, etc. They are now our leading SKUs, ladies and gentlemen, in that 3.5-month period of time. Now I'd like to show you the advertising that supported this.
Ever since I started traveling with Easy Cart, all my other luggage is obsolete.
Introducing the revolutionary new Easy Cart from Samsonite Brands.
I used to have a sore arm every time I flew. Then I found Easy Cart.
Designed with a 4-wheel system so you can push it or pull it with the weight off your arms and on the ground for maximum maneuverability.
And this terrific set of shelves keeps the whole family organized.
Make your next trip an easy one with a new Easy Cart from the family of Samsonite Brands. Samsonite, Lark, and American Tourister.
We have a number of opportunities to continue to harness this Easy Cart demand and satisfaction model. And it goes down like this. During the first half of 1997, we will globalize Easy Carts in this large and jumbo size. Number 2, we will take it to hard side because mobility and handling are key issues with hard side. And so in the first half of 1997, we will capitalize on Easy Carts in a hard side context. And number 3, we have a segment of the business, 40% in size, that is carry-on. And we will take the Easy Cart concept into carry-on uprights and garment bags with a wheel system that as you lift it, the wheels go in, and when you put it down on the ground, the wheels go out. All of this will be done by the summer of 1997, and as a result, ought to be able to continue to fuel the kind of top-line growth that is already manifest in the numbers that we just shared with you. Now let's move on to the next key area, which is broadening our channels of distribution. One of the things you like to do with a business is see where you're strong by channel of distribution, where you're not. And we're going to use the U.S. as a pro forma here to illustrate some facts that are true on a worldwide basis for us. As you can see from this chart, traditional stores, which are traditional luggage stores as well as department stores, account for about $270 million in sales. While mass merchants account for 241 and national chains like Sears and J.C. Penney account for 200 million. Now the key opportunities areas our mass merchant, national chains, and direct marketing. I'm going to focus today on the area of mass merchants and national chains. As you well know, timing is often everything. And one of the situations or retailing dynamics that is operative today is that owing to a lot of the success Sears has had by going branded products and achieving the kind of 9-10% same-store sales growth rate that they have been achieving of late, is the move by JCPenney to a branded strategy. And in turn, Kmart, Walmart, and Target are of a similar mind. Why? Well, we've been presenting to them data that illustrates that by rationalizing down their 100% exclusive store brand business and adding a branded product, in this case American Tourister hard side and soft side, we have an opportunity for them to take a branded number 2 product, drive business and top line growth at a $30, $40 higher price point, so they get built-in better margins, built-in better ring out, they get the leverage and image of a top-end brand, the number 2 brand, American Tourister, and as a result, you have a symbiotic relationship. And at the end of the day, our best estimate is that in the next 2 years, on a worldwide basis, this alone could be worth $150 million in sales. Now, let's move on. Any discussion of Samsonite would be incomplete without talking about worldwide expansion. And the reason for that is simple. It is one of the core competencies of the company. Let me show you what we're going to do in 1997. As you can see, we're consummating a joint venture in Brazil, and we'll be introducing that market by the spring of this year. We're going to continue our expansions into Eastern Europe and the former USSR. We have plants being completed in mainland China, in Ningbo, just outside of Shanghai, as well as in India, and those plants come on stream in the springtime, and we're in full sales and marketing by the early summer at the latest. These plants are hard side plants. They have capacity in total that adds up to somewhere around $100 million to $125 million in sales, and that in tandem with the soft side business that we would source locally could be worth as much as $150 to $170 million worth of top line growth over the ensuing 2 to 3 years. So a significant opportunity for us, and an opportunity that represents a search and reapply of a successful template of success. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is our top-line growth program. I'd make a few final comments about it. First, it is all focused intrinsically on our core competencies. It is simply leveraging them on a global basis. Second, this program does not rely on any magic bullets, Merlins, elixirs, potions, and the like. It's simple blocking and tackling. It is executional excellence that is required here that will carry the day. We believe that the management team in place and the people remaining in our company are up to the task and can achieve the challenge of this top-line growth program. Now, I'd like to move to the final point of our plan, which is improving the balance sheet. And as I mentioned, Tom Sandler has been our chief architect in driving this. And I'd like to have Tom Sandler talk about it, as well as the financial history of our company and the financial implications of our top-line growth plan.
Okay, thank you, Dick. I'm very pleased to discuss the key aspects of our financial performance and business strategies. If we move to this first chart, it shows net revenues over the last 5 years. And during this period of time, you can clearly see we've had a long-term proven track record of growth. In fact, the global nature of our company tends to offset any weakness in any of the selected markets. If we look at fiscal 1994, compare the 1995, you'll see a big increase. That's the year that we purchased American Tourister. If we take American Tourister out of all of the numbers to see what our core growth rate has been through the 5 years, that number is 7.4%. That's the compounded annual growth rate during that period of time. If we look at the current year, we've had a growth rate that has actually accelerated to 9.4%. And if we take a look at the year and divide it into 2 pieces, the first part of the year, the first 6 months, we were growing at about 7.2%, excuse me. In the second half